The leaf of life plant, Bryophyllum pinnatum, is native to Africa, but can be found everywhere Africans went. Wherever we have been, that plant is there. So it now grows in abundance in many subtropical and tropical areas like Belize, Jamaica, and the entire Caribbean, throughout Central America, and of course, in Africa. Life leaf is a succulent perennial plant that grows anywhere from 3 to 5 feet tall. It has tall, hollow stems, fleshy, dark green, edible leaves that are distinctively scalloped and trimmed in red, almost as though the edges of the leaves were embroidered with red silk thread. It has bell-like pendulous flowers, beautiful flowers. Life leaf is botanically classified as two main Latin names, which refer to the same plant. So the Bryophyllum pinnatum and the Crassulaceae pinnatum. It's also known by various synonyms of both of those names. So that's just to confuse you, but we call it the leaf of life, and you might hear me refer to it as life leaf. This plant has the unique ability to grow from leaf to air without any soil, and is why the Bryophyllum is also known as the air plant. You might have heard of it. Other acquired names, such as miracle leaf and life leaf, are due to the plant's remarkable healing properties, which you will learn later in this video. It is a panacea to indigenous healers and is employed for many different purposes. We use it as a sedative, a wound healer, an anti-inflammatory to alleviate swelling, a painkiller to relieve pain, as a diuretic for flushing out kidney stones or gravel, or just taking the stress off the kidney, or cleaning the blood. We use it for healing gastric ulcers and skin disorders. And that's only to name a few. We're going to talk about more of them later on in the video. Several studies have shown that this plant has indeed antibacterial and antiviral, antifungal, detoxing, immune boosting, anti-cancer, and anti-pain properties. Life leaf contains antihistamines that suppress cough and alleviate allergic reactions. It is commonly taken as a tea for all sorts of respiratory conditions, anywhere from asthma, flu, fevers, coughs, to bronchitis. It is used to prevent ulcers. It is used to clean the blood and lower cholesterol, calm the nerves, and flush out the entire urinary tract. All of your organs of elimination are affected by this plant in a beautiful way, especially if you are passing stones, if your body is cleansing itself of gravel and pathogenic matter. You can make juice from the leaves and use it topically to treat headaches, toothaches, earaches, burns, insect bites, and even eye infections. The leaf extract can be applied to areas around the eye after you juice the leaf, but you can also use it as eye drops. In Belize, we eat the leaves because, well, first of all, they're delicious. And as kids, we just grew up eating the leaves of the leaf of life. My Creole families roast the leaves. They preheat them, and then they use them to treat all kinds of skin disorders, including skin cancer, and also to alleviate pain and swelling. You warm the leaf, and you could either juice it or apply it on the affected area. But we'll tell you more about the different ways of using it at the end of the video. I give you a whole tutorial on the different ways of using the leaf of life plant. So I'm just going to go through this very quickly. In Jamaica, they used warmed leaf coated with castor oil to treat wounds and to ripen boils. If there was ever a plant to ripen boils, this one is top of the heap. My Garifuna families mix life leaf juice with coconut oil into a liniment And that's the liniment that we use to rub on the forehead to alleviate migraines or headaches. But you can also use it in other parts of your body to alleviate pain. Remember, it's a pain reliever. Everyone agrees that if you are looking to ripen a boil, this is like all cultures across everywhere this plant is. It is known for ripening boils. This is your plant. It is traditionally known as boil medicine. You know what I mean? Those boils you get under your skin, those huge skin eruptions that are really painful. I'll tell you how to prepare the plant to ripen and dissolve a boil. And the application is easy and very uncomplicated. You just heat the leaves over the stove or direct fire. You do not microwave. I don't know how many times I can emphasize that. You never microwave. Anytime a plant calls for heating or warming, please don't ever use the microwave. It's counterproductive. So you heat the leaves over the stove or a direct fire. You can even use a cigarette lighter, actually, as long as you're using fire, and apply topically to any boils. So you put the leaf on top of the boil or the skin ulcer, and you leave it overnight. Now, I use it myself, and I use duct tape because I couldn't get anything to to hold the leaf in place while I slept. So I used duct tape, and it worked just fine. The next day I took it off. The boil was like totally dry. It's like the leaf had just sucked out everything on the inside and just sucked it out to the surface. So it was easy to for the boil to drain through the skin. And you do this until the condition clears. So, of course, the number of times you do it will depend on the size and intensity of the boil. And since the plant is a pain reliever, it would also alleviate some of that pain that comes with boils. And it's going to be amazingly fast. So, the mashed leaves can be prepared into a poultice and used to bandage and to set broken bones. So it's a bone setter, kind of like comfrey and horsetail. It's a very powerful bone setter because, again, it also alleviates pain, increases circulation, and brings nutrients to the area that's healing. Midwives prepare life leaf juice and use it to help promote menstruation, to regulate your menses and assist in childbirth. So we're still learning the many different things, amazing things that this plant can do, as well as looking at how beautiful it is. The plant is so decorative. It's edible. It's medicinal. It's amazing. And it's self-propagating. What else do you want? You can grow an entire plant, actually several different plants, just from one leaf. And you don't even need soil. You can just put them in water. And you don't even really need to plant them. You can just drop them in the ground. It is one of the easiest plants to propagate. And anybody and everybody can have one. So now I'm going to talk about the different ways of using the plant. And so far I've counted 7 ways. And so just follow along with me while we do the 7 ways of using. One of the ways is by making a tea or an infusion. And you never cook the leaf of life because you'll cook the life out of it. So the way we prepare a tea infusion is by pouring boiling water over the leaves and then allowing it to steep from 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so you don't boil it. You don't put the leaf in the stove. You take the boiling water and you pour it on top of the leaves. And again, not microwaved. Those microwaves change everything. You can also make a syrup. You would cook the leaves in sugar water. And this is great for children. Even though the life leaf tastes absolutely delicious, you can really just get them to eat it. But just in case, you can make a syrup and you can store it. Make a nice amount so that you have cough syrup made from the leaf of life. You can eat it as food. Just eat it straight up, just like that. Preferably raw. It has far more nutrients when you consume it raw than when you subject it to heat or aging. So the best thing is to just pick it right off your bush and just eat it right there, or just bring it in the house and put it in your salads. You can juice it. You can juice the leaves, and you can apply the juice or the infusion. You can use the juice and the infusion the same way, but some people prefer the juice because it's right there. It's just, you just squeeze the leaf. So these liquids from this leaf of life can be used externally as well as internally for all types of pain and inflammation. You can apply the juice or the infusion for bacterial, viral, and fungal infections, any kind of skin disorders, but you can also take it if you have bacteria in your stomach or parasitical disturbances or viruses or some type of fungus. You can use the juice or the infusion of this plant. A poultice, which is just a mashed up plant material, is the herbal material made into a paste or a soft mushy preparation and applied to the afflicted area. So you can use, the poultice is really the preferred way to ripen a boil, but you can also use the same mashed up leaf on wounds to heal wounds. I've also successfully used it on just sore muscles. It seems to cover more skin surface, and I just found like I get more out of the leaf by mashing it up and using it that way. Again, with the juice, you can take the juice and use it for earaches. You can squeeze the leaf and drop a couple of juice drops into the ear and just kind of hold it there, for like 10-15 minutes and do the other ear. It's great for cleaning the ear. The juice of a warmed leaf is what you use for eye drops. So you take the leaf, you warm it, and you squeeze the juice right into your eye. We've done it many times when we're out in the bush and somebody gets pink eye or something in their eye. You just grab a life leaf and squeeze the juice into your eye, and you bat your eyes, and it's all gone. Also, if you have eye infections, that what they call eye cold, like when you wake up in the morning and you have all that crust in your eye, you can put a few drops of leaf of life juice in your eye. That will take care of that. It'll balance out the good and bad bacteria. These are I think we've named like 8 different ways of being able to utilize this beautiful plant. And just so you know, you can get life leaf out in the market. You can actually buy products made from life leaf, but you can also grow it your own. You can grow it on your own. It's such an easy plant to grow. There's really absolutely no excuse because it grows perfectly indoors. It grows perfectly outdoors, and it grows easily. So I hope you've enjoyed our tidbit on the leaf of life, also called life leaf, also called miracle leaf, also called air plant, Colanchea, and all the other scientific names that they made just to confuse you. I hope that this educational tidbit has been helpful. If you want to know more about this plant, please drop me a note in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And also, if you decide to grow this plant, and I hope you do, take a picture of it and send it to me. Let me see what it looks like. Keep me abreast. Okay, until such time, this is Arzu Mountain Spirits coming to you all the way from Toledo, Belize, right here in Punta Gorda during this quarantine time. But nothing is going to stop us from communicating. So let me know what you think. I look forward to hearing from you. And I just want to take this time to say thank you so much for all of the supporters. It looks like the Mountain Spirit Speaks YouTube channel is going to hit 1,000 subscribers just maybe today, in a couple of minutes or in a couple of hours. So we're in the 980 something spot. So maybe you can be helpful in that respect. All we're doing is putting out information about what humans can do to heal, anything to help the human and plant relationship so that we can move forward in harmony and figure out how we can heal from all of these illnesses that we humans are creating. The plants are here to help us. They're here for us.